Hi, guys. Ronda Winstead here with you. Good morning, good morning. It is good to see you, or hear you, or read you. Excuse me. It's morning where I am. We'll just say that. And I do have the scratchy voice thing that happens in the morning. Wish I could get rid of that, but it is what it is. I am so glad that you are here. So, today, what we're going to do is a couple of things. We're going to play with Glassine Bags with Rachel's Roxy Creations Weekly Challenge that she did last Friday. And I'm going to do a flip through, excuse me, of this document style journal that I have just finished. And I apologize, you guys. My intention was to have you with me, with the making of this more than I did. And I don't know what happened. I just got going, and it's not always a good time to record because it's later in the day or it's evening or that type of thing. And sometimes when you're on a roll, you just have to go with it. And so I just kind of went with it. And I do apologize. But I'm going to do the complete flip through of it. And I will show you a couple of other journal covers that I have finished, ready for document style journal inside. Okay, so I just put a beautiful ribbon. I love this sheer ribbon. Osprey? I can't remember what it's called, but it's not antique or anything like that. It's just a lovely ribbon that looks pretty. And again, here I have used mainly Roxy Creations, her digitals, and you see a lot of that through this journal. But I've also included others. And here's a wonderful nod to Tina, Shabby Dabby Doodah, on the front cover. I did a 7-hole stitch to put it together. And here's the back. So let's just do her. All right. So we've got tags, and this is something fun. I printed on newsprint paper, and these are digitals from Roxy Creations. And I'll have the links for all of that for you. But you've got lots of writing. In this journal, you have a ton of writing space. And excuse my voice sounds terrible to me. I hope it's not so bad for you. So we've got some beautiful vintage lace here that we have included. We have done the belly band to help hold things in with a pocket. This is this is antique lace right here. And then you've got a wonderful tag. This isn't 1600s paper, but it's 18 or 1700s vintage. And these are the original documents. This, of course, is the I Spy page that we did together. And on the back, I have just placed one of my ephemera things that I have made in the past. It has a fun envelope pocket. Added some lace. And we have here a pocket that I have used some blue handkerchief fabric, and then I've also used some antique lace on top of that to create the effect and to give it strength. You got this wonderful, yummy. So here's the tag. This one's thinner, but you don't have to have, sometimes when you have the tags that are super thick, you know, I mean, it really does bulk up your journal. And I apologize ahead of time. This journal is way too bulky for me. And I wasn't making it for me anyway, because I already have a bazillion journals to work in. But there are a lot of writing papers and tags that can be taken out that are written on that aren't so bulky, but still it's bulky, you know, let's admit it. And this is one of my digitals. Oh, I haven't put those. Oh, I need to get those in my shop. I asked Rachel on some that I had purchased from her, did she mind if I scanned them and put them in my shop? And she said, no, go ahead. I haven't done anything with them. So I had hubby do that, and then I forgot that they were there. So I'll go in and put that on to have in my shop. But this was one of the papers, and this was all on the back. Well, here's the original, okay? So I just created kind of a look-alike. Only on the original, this is typed. But I decided that it would be fun to have it written. And so I took one of my original documents and scanned it, the handwriting. I mean, gorgeous. Anyway, so that's what this is. And we better do this a lot faster because I won't have time to get to the other. And so we're just going to kind of like move through it. We'll just do a, I'll be quiet. Shall I be quiet? Washi tape. This beautiful tag. Fun pocket, old book page. Wraparound pocket. Another tag. Lace. This is not vintage, but it's beautiful. It's been a few days since I've actually, love this original paper. And this is antique lace. It's a collar, an antique collar that I have used. And then this is one of Rachel's envelopes that are just gorgeous. I've left it open for whomever. They can write in it and close it up or put another something in it. I just thought, yum. And here's the center where this is what I did my journal, hooked it together with. So you do have a lot of writing. And here is the other half of that lace collar and another gorgeous envelope. I left them like this so that you could see. I folded it this way so you can see this gorgeousness here. Another tag. Lots of writing space, guys. And for somebody who doesn't do a lot of writing, one tag, I can tell you, you can put a lot of stuff in. Gorgeous lace. Again, not vintage. And neither is this, but is that just pretty? I had put 2 vintage papers together, and this is where they came together, and I just added that. I thought it was gorgeous. Just these, stunning, stunning. Rachel, your work, and I know your dear hubby does a lot of it too. You guys are just amazing with what you create for all of us to use and play with and enjoy. So, oops. Sweet little cluster. Another glassine bag. Beautiful tag. Fits in that little pocket. And here we have another tag, and here is another one of those writing papers that you can write both sides on this. Very nice. Very nicely done. And see, this is where it starts to get, in my opinion, a little scrunchy, because as you get going further and further in this journal, you know, it's a little harder. And so I do apologize for that. But it's still amazing. And then here's the other I Spy. I love to put these I Spy pages in my journal. That and doing the altered pages, which I have more listed in my shop right now. I don't always have them listed because they keep me so busy, but I've got them for a while. Anyway, that's just kind of something that I do with pretty much all of my journals. And this is actually paper that I have scanned that I've put in that is, oh, you know what it is. It's those music rolls, you know, the vintage music rolls. And then here we've got another writing. So that is this. So I don't know, you know, if this is something that you might be interested in, you could let me know. I haven't put it in my shop yet, and I don't know. I'm feeling bad about it because I feel like I made it so bulky. I don't know. Maybe let me know what you think. It's the first one I've done, so I'm learning as far as, I mean, I've done a lot of journals, but I've never done the document style, and they're a little more narrow, and so when they're a little bit wider and you have a really fat one, there's still a lot of space to write on. And so that's just kind of, anyway, let me know. Let's move on. Okay, let's go ahead and fold this deliciousness back up, and I will put this in here, maybe in here. Okay. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So, let's bring on the bags. Bring on the bags. So what Rach did on Friday is, or was it last Friday? Anyway, recently, very recently, she just took and decorated just with a little cluster these wonderful glassine bags. And so what I did was I took some, and I do carry, I mean, you can get them in many places, but I also carry them. In my shop, I have a lot of different sizes, if you don't have a supply of them already, but I'm sure they're easy, you know, to come by. I'm not saying you have to buy mine at all. But this is a fun size that fits tags in, and these are tags that I put together from Roxy Creations. And I've had them for a little while. And what I did was I made the back so that it could be written on. And these are, you know, the normal kind of stiffer tag. And I still love them, but I'm using a few more of the lighter, trying to make some of my tags a little lighter weight. Okay, so basically what she did was put just little sweet clusters, and then she wanted to keep it open so that you can put in, you know, a tag. And look how gorgeous that is. Is that just pretty? So let's just, you know, let's make some. Okay, so I've got the tags that can go in, and we can also add little bits and pieces to those if we want. So here's my basic. What I'm thinking is just adding like a little bit of maybe book page. And I have various ones. This one, let's, oh, wait, just a second. Let me grab my garbage. Bring it closer. Oh, I love this. This old, oh, this is some of the old paper that, oh gosh. Okay. So paper, fabric, lace, that kind of thing. So here's a little bit of fabric that I had painted. I got pink. Oh, y'all know that, you know, pink is one of my colors. But we got to put some other stuff with it. So let's, and a lot of this, bits and pieces that I have left over from making the journal that I just showed you. So let's do thus and such, or do we want to do thus and thus, such and thus? Oh, all right. Let's kind of do this. And so she just put a little tiny cluster together, and I will have the link to that below. And then we're just going to, and this is my Tim Holtz stapler. It's for small staples. I think the tiny looks really cute. So, you know. Okay, so let's put some more together, and then let's put the tags inside and maybe decorate them just a little bit. Okay, now let's get away from pink. That's not always easy to do because I love it. And this was from the fabric that I used. Okay, well, let's do yellow. And let's get some paper. So, how are you guys? How has your week been so far? Mine has been pretty good. I am getting ready a little bit later. In a few hours, I go to have my next PET scan. How's that look? Okay. Easy. And if you want, what you can do is you can glue or staple, whatever is easiest for you, or you could do both if that works better. Isn't that beautiful? That is part of that antique lace. Okay. So anyway, I go in and then I see my doctor. Let's see. I want to kind of, I don't want it to be all straight and purty. Does that make sense? I want to kind of mess it up a little. So it kind of, so it just doesn't quite have that. Okay, that might be okay. Woo! So, okay, now we're moving on. We're doing something different. So, here's some handkerchief, a little bit of blue and white. That can go nicely. Let's see. What do we want? If we do that. You know, sometimes it's the little tiny embellishments that just make a huge difference. Just like, and of course, but Rachel will, I mean, I know there are many fabulous creators on YouTube, but look how simple. I mean, how simple and yet how gorgeous when you put it together. It just always just blows my mind how fun and wonderful this stuff is. Do you think that our those that come after us many years later, do you think they'll understand our art, our way of doing and creating? I'm not sure they will, you know, because we use a lot of junk, what people consider, you know, garbage, throwaway stuff. Not all, of course, but we do go there. And so, you know. Okay. Okay, looking good, looking good. Let's see. I've got some, just got little bits and pieces of old antique gorgeousness. And we don't absolutely have to have every color. We can, this is just what I've got out on my desk right now. And this is part of a handkerchief. And so, let's see, those will go nicely together. I will absolutely let you know how the PET scan goes. I'm a little nervous, if I'm being honest, about it. Because I've, you know, had to start taking the meds for pain now. I do that pretty steady these days, and I'm very grateful for that. Absolutely, you know. But it does kind of make you wonder if the medicine is actually working or not, because the pain seems to be more pronounced. But we'll find out. We'll see. And if it is, you know, it's like it is what it is. I am just grateful to be here with you guys. Y'all just make me happy. And I have to say, for those of you that are new, welcome. I am so glad that you are here. I am going to be creating as long as I am blessed to be able to create. So I hope that you can jump in, join, and the way I get to know you is if you will visit with me, if you'll share, if you write something. Look at that. Look at that tatted lace. But yeah, if you'll write something, then it makes it so that I can get to know you. And that's okay if you don't, because some people just aren't comfortable doing that. And I know that I have subscribers that are just wonderful, but that's just not your thing. And if that's totally, totally fine. I don't want to pressure anybody to do something they are not comfortable with doing. Just know you're loved. Just know you're loved and thought about fondly. All right, let's just... So you can just, you can take just cool scraps. This is a bit of selvage right here. And yeah, just loving that. And to give me some good papers. Oh. So I hope that things in your world are going great. It has started to cool down here. Yay! Finally. And hubby and I, believe it or not, we're going to go camping. Yeah, we are. We're going to go camping. And I'm excited. Excited because that used to be what we did. That's kind of the vacation-y thing we did with our kids growing up. We couldn't afford, real nice vacations where you stay in, fancy places and stuff. But we went camping, and we loved it. And I grew up with camping. That's part of my, and so, I've never missed having the fancy vacations. And we could do a few of those now if we wanted to, but, Anyway, so he's driving that boat, if you will, for going camping. So I'm just letting him do, and I'm just going to be a willing participant. Just go along and have a great time. Okay, so let's put, I think we had this one in here, didn't we? And that looks pretty darn cute. So let's do a little topper. Well, I don't know that it's a topper. It's just a little taggy thing. A little taggy thingy. And we'll just do that and give it a little brightness there. So cute. Okay, there's that one. Okay, now how's about we do maybe a bit of lace. I just find, you guys, that it's a good idea to keep your lace scraps and bits, because you just never know where you might be able to utilize them. Now, I could glue that down if I wanted to. And let's see, well, this one, let's do two. Because I'm using the little one with Tim Holtz, the little stapler. It's kind of fun. All right, let's see how that goes. Lace with the lace, very pretty. Oh, so pretty. La, 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 la. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, bum. And we won't be back till it's over there. Oh, these are so nice. So, so nice. All right, let's do, I'd like to rip something, but you could, and I apologize, I've got little owies and stuff like that on my fingers. It doesn't hurt, but my the skin is, the drugs have kind of they've kind of fried some of my skin to where, oh goodness, I need to have a manicure, but there's nothing, it'll just won't last. It'll, at least while I'm doing the drugs, they just are kind of a mess with that kind of thing. So I just sort of like, yeah, okay, it's all right, no biggie. Okay, let's pop that up just a little bit. Okay, do it on the front. Don't know if you can see what I'm doing there. Boom! We could also add, you guys, very easily, we could add things to the tags to give it a little bit more of a something. And in fact, okay, let me hurry in. Oh, how much time? Okay, it's been half an hour, you guys. If it's too late for you, go ahead, fast forward, and I love you, and we'll see you next time. If you're still with me, then let's do a little more playing. Let's see. The fabric, some of the fabrics, when they get down to a certain point, they don't rip quite the same way. I'll just cut that in two. And we could, if we wanted, we could also even, oh yeah, why not? Let's do this. This is some of my vintage dotted Swiss. Ooh. Love that. Okay. Put that on. Pop it up just a little bit. We'll just hold that. And like I said, you can always glue, and maybe I should be doing that, especially on this one right now. Okay. So we've got those, and we have just a few more. These three. This is yellow, that's got to be yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow, that's right. They call me Mellow Yellow. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do this. Some of my chenille bedspread. And that is I have to show you my two journal covers that I have finished that I haven't put the journal together yet. This one definitely needs a little something on, so let's get a Tracy label and let's just add something fun. That could work. I like that better, a little smaller. Oh, come on. These labels, I absolutely love them. Let's see, how'd that work? About two, I don't know. Let's see. Let's just trim this. and see what we think. It should go fairly quickly. So yesterday, hubby bought the tent. We sold all of our, or gave away all of our camping equipment when we had planned on going on a mission. And that was before I discovered I had cancer. So, you know, we had garage sales and gave a lot away. And then we found out that guess I'm not going anywhere. And then it was like, oh, okay. So it was a matter of, you know, kind of readjusting and so we were waiting to see how these meds worked and how I am health-wise before we actually, you know, went camping. And things seem to be okay. No complaints, my dears, no complaints. There's no point anyway. What is the point of complaining, my friends? It's silly. Doesn't change your situation. It just makes you miserable to endure it. Oh, that's kind of, you know, oh, that won't reach. I want to do it there too. Oh, but I could do this, couldn't I? I could do this. And then glue. Yes, let's do that. We'll just glue this down. Just a little bit here and there. Not fun? That just bumped up the tag just a little bit. Put that in there. Love it. Okay, 2 more. And we've got, let's see, let's look at our tags and see. We should probably use this for one. And this has some blue in it right here. Okay, let's do that. And we will save these delightful tags for another project. I love the idea that when Rachel did this, that she actually put tags in them or little, you know, slip-ins into the pockets, because I think that makes it really nice. And you can get so many pockets and you're just like, oh, now I have to do a tag. Now I have to do a tag. How many of you, this would be fascinating for me. How many of you get a little bit either intimidated or get a little daunted by the tags that we make to put in journals? Is that an easy thing for you to do? Do you like, you know what, I think we're going to glue this. Let's just glue this little puppy down. I would love to know what you think about that. Is it easy for you to do? Is it hard for you to do? What's your opinion regarding tags? Honestly, I think I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with tags sometimes. Is that allowed? I'm like, oh, boogers. I only have to do, oh gosh. When I was preparing the journal that I just showed you, the document style journal, I have at least 13 tags, 12, 13 tags in there. It was just like, and so I, you know, when I was thinking of doing 3 journals and tags for all those journals, well, 12, if it's 12, 24, 36, that's a lot of tags. And so anyway, that's kind of a thing for me. I love them. I really do. I think they're amazing. I think they're gorgeous. I love them, but I just get inundated with sometimes it feels more like a chore. Okay? There. I've said it. I'm being honest. Sometimes making the tags feels more like a chore than fun. And so anything that we can do, you guys, to make it fun, I think we should do. There's my soapbox for whatever, 10 seconds, 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I don't know, however long. I just need to have a whole bunch more prepared and ready to go. I would feel so much better about things if I had that, if I was like really, really prepared. Okay, now we're going to just go real quick. This is pretty, but I'm also going to dig into my ephemera holder for Rachel to maybe look at a little flower, if I've got one that is even small enough to bring out a little more color, perhaps. No, too little. No. See, I'm trying to bring in the blue a little bit because it's going to go in this tag. I mean, it doesn't have to, you know, you can get too matchy-matchy. I absolutely agree with that. I could also just do a nice, I could cover the whole thing up. I could. No. We could do something like, that's too big. But we could, if we wanted, we could like add some color this away or this away, right? That matches the color better. Where did this go? Where did it go? I don't know. I think, yeah. I could do a small. What do you think? Is that too much? Is that... Oh, I wish you gals and guys were right here with me. Then we could just really chat it up. But I'll take what I can get. No complaints. I just love it when you join me and we just create, just have fun, share our lives, the silly, the funny, the crazy, the tragic. Okay. I think I'm making a mess. I do. I really, really do. I really, really do. I love these books though, and I have been making them for a while. I need more. I always need more books. Let's see. Let's just pop that on there. I think I'm going to go with that. I know, I could do a whole lot more. See, this is one of those things that you can spend a ton of time, or you could, you know, just kind of give it a little, just a little nod, little here and there. And I like this because it does bring out the color here. And then we'll go ahead and let's do a blue, blue on blue, heartache on heartache. Why am I thinking of all those weird old songs? That wasn't even in my day. That was my sister's day. both of my sisters. I listened to their music because they were older and so, you know, cool, right? And they were into all the 50s, 60s. I wasn't born till 55, but I loved the music and still do. All right, let's just look at that. Okay, let me just kind of, clear a space for a second here. Apologize for the mess, you guys. I try to keep my desk kind of tidy, my area, but when you're working on a project, it can just get out of hand. And so we'll just like shove things off. We'll shove things off to the side. How about that? You'll never know. You never know that I've been such a naughty girl. And okay. Yeah, see? Pristine. All right, let's just show you what we've done today. You have helped me create these gorgeous, let's bring it down a little, evidently you can't see all that. Just fun, guys, just super fun. And then just a reminder, you know, of this book. If it's something that you might be interested in, give me a holler. These, I'm pretty excited about these. I just finished these yesterday. These covers. And I have stitched. I've got wonderful, wonderful chenille fabrics. I've got vintage and antique laces. I've got an old quilt, cutter quilt. And many of you have parts of this quilt. I shared that with many of you. But this is what I made with it. So this is ready for a document style journal. And I reduced the number of pages so that it wouldn't get overwhelming. And so what I'm thinking of doing is taking away Rachel's beautiful digitals, because I would not try to sell her digitals with something that I'm working on as a digital. That would be so wrong. But I'm thinking of having pages that would be accessory pages, that if someone were interested in just the kit, minus the digitals, you know, you have to go to, and you can get a 10% discount from Rachel too, if you get the digital. Or maybe you have your own beautiful images that you would use. But I'm thinking of putting like the extras and a journal cover together. Is that something that would interest anybody? I'm not 100% sure that I want to finish making these type of journals because of what I told you before. Okay, here's the other one. This is fabulous. This is an old vintage doily, and this is antique crochet, and I have just stitched it. And this is old lace. This other one, of course, was the dotted Swiss on a the paper, the braille paper. And this is on an old document. So anyway, I have these two, like I said, I wouldn't do these, but thinking of the pages, the in-between, the extras that might be kind of fun. And then, of course, with beautiful lace ties that would go with it. Okay. I apologize, guys. I've gone way rambly, way long. I love you so much, and it's so fun to be here with you. I will update you when I know more about the PET scan. I see my doctor next Monday for him to read the PET scan to me. We'll, of course, cheat and look ahead of time, so we'll have an idea of what it's going to say beforehand. But anyway, I'll wait until he gives us the heads up of what really is. I'll have the links for all Rachel's for this video that she did, which was amazing, and for all her digitals. So go check it out, and I will see you hopefully very soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye now.